Alright, here we go. Alright. And welcome everyone to episode 2 of Geeknight's Roundtable podcast. I'm Geeknight, and you two losers are...
Brian.
Daniel.
Alright, so today's topic is we're going to continue a little bit over from last time, which was video game movies, which I'm pretty sure not any of us here watched, except Ready Player One, which was fantastic.
Can you tell we're super good at this?
Wait,
Yeah.
you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
You slut.
What? You guys were busy with your other friends.
And?
I have no other friends.
No, not...
And what were your thoughts of the movie?
Oh, it was really great, actually.
Yeah?
It wasn't just like a whole nostalgia-filled kind of thing, like, oh, reference to this, reference to that, or like, remember this?
Was there that, though?
There was a bunch of it,
Okay.
but it wasn't like to the point where it's just like, that's what the movie was about.
Yeah, that wasn't the foundation.
Yeah.
Right? And that was Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was expected to be good. At first I wasn't excited for it, and then I saw trailers, and I was like, it looks cool. It's definitely on my list, but I might wait for it to come out on Blu-ray.
I was more surprised that they had like newer characters in it. Like, obviously, Overwatch characters. I'm just like...
Oh,
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they had Overwatch characters. Like, obviously, they made a big standing out moment in the trailers where they showed Tracer.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, when this book was written, I'm pretty sure half of these characters didn't exist, so maybe it was just like kind of like
I did not
paid
know it was a book.
advertisement kind of thing. Like, you know, you have your classics like the DeLorean. My favorite one was like the Ninja Turtles, the Iron Giant. I don't know, it was just a fantastic movie.
So it's pop culture, it's not just video
Yeah,
games?
it's like a holy grail of just pop culture.
Although I'm sure
references.
there's a Back to the Future game. I'm sure it sucks, but...
Pretty sure there was probably one back in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
I can all but guarantee it.
Yeah,
sucked.
yeah. If
But
there
it
was
was-
one, it was trash.
It was a pretty fun movie. Classic Spielberg thing, coming of age. You know,
And last time we talked about Tomb Raider.
I did not see that.
And reviews came in.
reviews did come in.
Terrible.
They were pretty bad, but at the same time, I don't really trust reviews entirely.
As expected. Yeah, I know, but when something's reviewed so bad, it's by multiple sources. You gotta.
Hey, a lot of people gave Sharknado.
It might
4 out of 5.
not be that bad, but then you know it's not that good.
I'm just
Sharknado?
saying. So a lot of people gave Sharknado high ratings.
Oh, you said 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pop culture. That's like it's got its own not pop.
So it's like it's kind of like
what's that called?
Like cult classic.
Cult classic. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got its own following.
Yeah,
But it not across the board. It did not get good reviews.
well, at the same time, it's like, are these critics holding Tomb Raider to the same degree as they would Sharknado, or is like a whole different degree that, well, like,
Why
are
did
they?
Sharknado just become our barometer?
I don't know.
Yeah, why are we mentioning
Alright.
Sharknado?
Is it the new Citizen Kane, or dare I say Sharknado?
Well, yeah, it's like, will it be a cult classic? It's like, are they holding it to the same degree as they do other movies?
I guarantee you, Tomb Raider will not be a cult classic.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it, so possibly, but it's no.
But it's like, why? But why do the reviews come out so bad? Where like other movies that you know are terrible, they get some praise, but like maybe it's because they know it's gonna be bad, so they just take it for what it is.
Okay, yeah, you can't trust reviews, like you said, because I believe IGN gave Game Over Man like a 2.5, and I really liked the movie.
That was a great movie, actually.
So you can't, but when across the board it's bad, you know it's not good, and that's what we
Yeah.
predicted.
It's
So I'm
like-
not as excited to see it as I was before.
But it's like, were they judging Game Over Man like on its own merits, or were they judging it for what it should have been, or what it should be, stuff like that? Like, this is what they expected this cast to do, and because they didn't do that, they give them a low score.
But they did exactly what I expected them to do, which is why it was such a good movie in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If you like Workaholics, you will like Game Over.
Yeah, the whole movie was basically an extended episode of Workaholics.
Yeah. But I was like thrown off a little because I expected them to be their characters, but they weren't as close as they were in Workaholics. Like, I was like, oh wait, that's weird. Oh wait, they're not the characters from Workaholics. It was just bizarre. You know, I was like, oh, they have different relationships here, and it took me a while to like catch up.
I guess maybe there's just a different correlation of fans knowing what they like, and then critics knowing what should be. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get it, but there's reviews from both ends.
Yeah.
Critics and audience, and both were not good. So don't watch Tomb Raider. Ever. When it comes to Netflix, don't waste your time.
Just cancel your subscription.
Cancel it.
I'm still gonna watch Tomb Raider.
I will too when it comes out to Netflix for free.
We're just being dicks.
Yeah.
Don't hate of Alicia Vikander. She's hot.
That would be one reason why I would watch it.
Vikander or Vikander? I don't know how to say it.
I never even knew her name.
Yeah, I don't care.
I just knew her as the robot from that movie with Domhnall Gleeson.
Wait, what?
Wasn't she the robot in
Deus Ex?
Deus Ex Machina?
Was she? Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like she was. I choose to believe myself.
Also, you're hungover, so I don't trust you.
I'm super hungover. I apologize to anyone listening, as if I was like so eloquent before, but now I'm stupid.
Oh god. But anyways, so video game movies still not at the level that they are as what comic book movies are now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because before, comic book movies sucked.
Yeah, and now they're
kind of like everyone wants to jump in on one.
Same with movie games.
Oh yeah.
They're also not very good.
Yeah, but I've noticed a trend that they don't really do that as often as they did before. Like when
because they realized that it was a really shitty marketing grab.
Yeah. Because
Spider-Man 2 was dope.
Spider-Man coming out to PS4, I'm excited for it. It does look pretty cool.
It does.
But that's a comic book. That's not. I guess you can count it as a movie, but
I mean, it doesn't really count as a movie mostly because
Yeah.
at the same time they're not adapting comic book story. Well, I guess some comic book storylines are taking their own spin on it, and it's not like following something else.
I don't like. We talked about last time. I don't like when it follows that game thing. I make your own thing. This is its own medium. Make it totally separate.
Yeah, I think that's what they're definitely doing, as you can clearly see by the spider suit. It has the humongous white spider that just clashes with the rest of the suit, which.
So because of the suit, it's a different story.
Not because of the suit. I think it's because of the suit. They're taking their own direction. They're trying to be like, this is our Spider-Man.
Good. That's how it should be. I feel like that game will be good.
Because obviously they're not following the whole comic lore and everything because they're taking their own spin on it. They said, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'd rather it be that.
I'm just not a fan of the suit.
Like it could be in the world of Spider-Man in that universe, but make it its own.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. It's in the world of Spider-Man, but their own take on it.
Yeah.
Which is good because they don't have to follow the rules of like continuity and anything else that was set before.
Yeah.
So I think that game will be great. And I'm just glad that they're adding the option that you can change the spider suit because I really don't like that spider suit.
You really don't like the suit?
I really don't. It's just the white.
We're trying to talk about the suit. The suit.
It's okay.
But
you're going to see him from the back 85% of the time, so who cares?
I care. I need to look. I want to be party in the front, business in the back.
I have zero response to that.
I'm just saying, it does not look good at all. It's a huge white spider on black and red, blue and red. It just doesn't look good. If we're going to do that...
So you hate America.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What was wrong with the design before, though?
Who cares? I don't care about the cosmetics of Spider-Man. If the gameplay is good and the story is good...
I'm sure the gameplay was good.
And like you said, there's a different suit.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
Yeah. I'm that's my only critique of it. I'm just glad you can change it.
Because that's the only thing you can critique, because we really don't know about gameplay and we don't know about story. That could be garbage, just as bad as the suit.
But it's just not pretty enough for
It's
him.
not pretty enough, okay?
Kev, you bitchy queen.
Yeah. Alright. I'm a comic purist. Sometimes.
You are.
Sometimes.
Name one time I will.
Way to fucking die on that hill.
And I guess the other coming news for video games wise is Spyro is getting remastered. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played Spyro.
I was never a major Spyro fan, but I definitely enjoyed it. It was a fun game.
I think the only Spyro experience I ever got was you had to input that secret code at the beginning of Crash Bandicoot, which would give you a Spyro skating game.
That I don't
Skating game?
Yeah, it was like a little mini skate game when you were Spyro with a skateboard. And it was at the beginning of Crash Bandicoot 1. There was like a little code you have to put in the beginning. I remember one of the buttons being like you have to press triangle 3 times, and then it's like a little demo of a Spyro and a skateboard.
This sounds both familiar and also like bullshit.
It's definitely true. Look it up.
I won't. I'm just gonna believe you because that requires work, but this is weird.
That's all I
never
remember from
played Spyro ever. The only time I ever played Crash Bandicoot was inside the world of Uncharted 4. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
How have you... What?
Yeah, in Uncharted 4 you play Crash Bandicoot.
I know that, but I'm saying, what were you doing way before?
I was owning Nintendo 64s, not PlayStations.
Alright.
Which is the good decision there. I mean...
I only got a PlayStation because I named the 4 Beatles.
That's a really specific and non-specific thing all at the same
Did
time.
you have a Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say you.
That was my first like system that I personally owned.
And would you rather have gotten the Nintendo 64? Or the
Oh, I was a
PlayStation?
huge Nintendo fanboy back then.
Yeah.
I was
so
just lucky.
Nintendo over PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just lucky enough
Or
to
at
get a
least
PlayStation
then.
later on.
Now I don't know.
Oh, now it's straight still Nintendo.
I don't know. I don't know.
You traitor.
PS4 is just, it's got some things, you know?
Yeah, but can you switch it up?
Who cares? Who cares if you can switch it up? It's got God of War, which is getting rave reviews, and it's got Horizon Zero Dawn. I guess it's got 2 10s, and then Nintendo has 2 10s. So
It's about to be 3 10s.
what? Oh, Smash. Smash has never gotten a 10.
It could be this time. This time it's gonna.
Although Smash 4 was like
Smash
one
was
of my
pretty good.
favorite
But how
games.
about that? Like last episode, we were talking about Nintendo Direct and how we thought like Smash 5 would be the thing that would trump Nintendo's second year. So like, is the second year now going to be great for Nintendo Switch, or you still think it's not going to be as good as the first year?
it's clearly not going to be as good as the first year.
How the hell is it not going to be as Smash?
Zelda, Mario, done. It's not a debate.
Yeah, but now you have Smash and Pokemon.
Is Pokemon confirmed?
Yeah.
And even if it was, Zelda and Mario. Okay, out of those 4, if you could only play 2, which 2 would it be?
Probably Zelda and Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah.
I would do Zelda Smash. I was literally holding out on buying a Switch.
And I would do Zelda and Smash. But either way, Zelda. We've all chose Zelda.
It was a fantastic game. It's a
Yeah, it's
masterpiece.
one of the best games ever made.
Like, I prolonged myself beating that game because I didn't want it to end.
Yes, I've only ever done that with Zelda games. I did it with Breath of the Wild and then with the Skyward Sword. Those are the only 2 games I've ever like. I'm not gonna fight the last boss because that means the game's over.
Yeah,
And
I only beat the game so my brother wouldn't spoil it for me.
Oh wow. But yeah, Breath of the Wild, even if you beat it, you can still do things. That's what makes
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's
It's
what's
not
great.
like any other Zelda game where you can't do things.
Yeah, I still haven't done the DLC quest yet,
Me neither.
which I'm pretty glad because now I have something back to go to.
Yeah.
But I haven't really played much of that because I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is a fantastic game.
I played the first one. It was just.
Well, you played it on the 3DS.
I wouldn't even say I was like, ugh. It was like terrible.
Well, this one's great.
I
This
really
one's great.
hated it.
This one's great.
I'm sure it's better, but
It's taken
better
over
than
my
garbage could still be garbage.
It's taken over my life.
That's.
It's taken over your life. That is actually accurate.
Yeah. It's a great game. I love it a lot.
And that came out Nintendo's first year, right?
Yeah,
Oh
first.
man, seems like it's been a fantastic year.
Well, we'll wait for year 2 to finish, alright?
Shit, what a tea over here.
Alright, Kermit the Frog.
No, there's no way year 2 can beat it.
You never know.
Pokemon, Metroid, and Smash could come out, and it's still not going to.
And it still wouldn't be enough for you?
It still wouldn't beat Zelda.
You greedy bastard.
It still wouldn't beat Zelda.
Wouldn't beat Zelda.
I have Mario. I still haven't played it, so
I don't know how you have not played it yet.
because I don't know. I do other.
I don't know. I mean, same time, but I guess
I was like, it's a pretty easy thing.
Yeah, it's just you just don't play it.
I mean, there's games I haven't played, like you mentioned earlier, God of War getting, I guess, is a reboot. I've never played a single God of War.
I'm not 100% sure if it's a reboot or not, but it's definitely.
I feel
Well,
like
maybe
it's
not a maybe it is a soft reboot. Like it starts.
It's completely different gameplay. It's
Yeah.
not button smash
Yeah.
combo. It's completely different. It reminds me of The Last of Us.
Okay, so maybe it's like the story is still in continuity, but just
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is, but I don't care what the story is because the gameplay looks amazing. So
I mean, I play games for the story. So.
sometimes I'll be playing games and I won't be paying attention. I'm like, what's going on in this story? But I like don't care. So it's fine.
That's good.
I'll do that with episodes too. I'll be watching an episode, trying to focus on them talking, and after it, I'm like, what did they just say? And I'm telling myself, focus on what they're saying, and that distracts me more from what they're saying. It's a bad problem. I have severe ADD.
So you need subtitles.
I wouldn't be able to read them.
What?
I can't read.
But I guess the only difference I know from this God of War is that he has a son now.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's his son. Like, there's a little boy with him. It could be.
They pretty much have stated that's his son.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not keeping up with that stuff. I have no idea what the story is or What's going on?
Me either.
This is the first game. Usually I'll watch reviews before it comes out. I don't want to. I want it to be completely...
You want a fresh take on it.
Yeah, exactly. I want everything to be brand new.
That's how I was with Zelda. Well, I only checked the review for the score. I didn't read about it or anything.
Same. Yeah, I just looked at the numerical.
Because I just wanted to confirm from it. For me, I knew it was going to be a 10. But I want other people to know that it's also a 10.
Yeah, but even if it wasn't, you were going to play.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing going to stop me.
Exactly. Because it's the best game on Nintendo Switch, and it's always going to be the best game on Nintendo Switch.
In year one.
No, in its history.
This is going to be an ongoing debate.
I don't think so.
At most we have a year of this debate.
Yeah. I hope Pokemon sucks. Just so I win the debate.
Just so you win the debate. I hope it doesn't.
I want Smash to be
but it does remind me, Nintendo did release that ridiculously hilarious and like hurtful April Fool's joke where like they announced the Pokemon Past and Pokemon Future, and like it looks like they've dedicated so much time to this fake trailer just for an April Fool's joke that I was just like, motherfuckers.
Wait,
like, how dare you?
What was it like?
Yeah, I kind of forgot April Fool's was a thing.
It's like they did an April Fool's joke where they like put a trailer out on YouTube, and it was for Pokemon Past and Pokemon Future, which was supposed to be the next games for the Nintendo Switch. And you know they showed like a little bit like character design and everything. They showed the starters and you know the evil teams. What was it? Team Cyber and was for Pokemon Future. And I forgot the one for Past, but it looked great. It looked gorgeous from everything. Even the starter Pokemon, I was like, holy shit, these are all fucking awesome designs. And then on the bottom it said like April Fool's joke.
At the end it said?
Yeah, and I was like, motherfuckers. It's like, how dare you? It's like, how dare you?
And it's supposed to be called like Stars, right? Pokemon.
That's what the rumors are calling it, Pokemon Stars.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure they're gonna move on from the.
And you said it's 100% confirmed.
Yeah, it's 100% confirmed. Like I guess
coming out year 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I know at the last direct a while back before E3, the direct that they had before E3, they were talking about Pokemon, and the Pokemon game they revealed there was Pokemon Tournament, and a lot of people were like, oh, you know, this is kind of exciting, whatever. And then like the big secret reveal was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and people were just like, oh, I thought you were gonna like announce Pokemon for Switch or something, and it was a huge letdown, and like I guess they got negative feedback on that.
Of course, it's the same game basically.
Yeah, and I guess at E3, in order to like ease the fans, you know, to kind of like have them win them over back again, they just had a video of the director saying it's like, oh yeah, it's like I'm working on Pokemon for Switch right now. It's coming out 2018.
And then right after they say fuck you to everybody and do the April Fool's joke.
Yeah. Then they did the April Fool's joke. This was just like, motherfuckers. It's like, I thought this was it.
Yeah.
At the same time, I should have known better to watch something on April Fool's Day.
Yeah. Don't browse the internet on April Fool's Day.
It's terrible. Like,
it was Easter this year. You should have been praying or something.
Yeah.
I ain't religious. Maybe that's why I believed it. I was like, it's an Easter miracle.
I guess.
Because those happen all the time.
Maybe. But I guess also another thing I want to talk about is with Spyro getting remastered, there could be another nostalgia wave, such as, I don't know if you guys have ever played the Gecko.
One TV-obsessed Gecko, revolutionary 3D graphics, free-roaming gameplay. It's Gex, Enter the Gecko.
Yeah. I've seen it. It looks like the Gecko.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly
I've never played it.
I played it for the Nintendo 64. That's the only version I've ever played, I think. Oh, actually, no. I remember a while back, Pizza Hut gave those demos for PlayStation 1, and I had that demo for it. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about, yes.
I don't eat pizza.
Probably the best demo just
Did
I've
you
ever
say
had.
don't eat pizza?
I don't eat pizza.
Oh, yes. Don't eat pizza, don't read.
That's Daniel for you guys.
Dan the man.
This is the guy you guys watch on Twitch.
I mean, I don't think that there was like ever not a nostalgia wave, honestly. I think like ever since the 90s, it's been kind of about staying in the 90s. I mean, you get like Duke Nukem came back, and there's a whole lot of games that got like
You're saying for
remastered.
Nintendo or just for games?
Just games in general. Like,
Yeah.
We're all stuck in the 90s.
No, I'm okay with it because I mean, could you imagine if they stopped making Zelda, stopped making Mario, stopped making Pokemon? They're gonna keep making the same games, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
they're great games.
I'm not a fan.
regardless.
Yeah, the new ones. I'm not a fan of reboots.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing for Zelda, though.
Or not reboots. remasters.
Remasters?
I'm not a fan of remasters.
I mean, I'll play a remaster for a game that maybe I've never played or just never beaten. So Spyro, maybe I'll check that out. I've never beaten. I mean, I've played like some demos of Spyro here and there. That's about it. I've never fully immersed myself into the game.
See,
So-
I'm not excited to play that. It's just going to be updated graphics for an old game.
Yeah, for me, I'm okay with it because I've never played it, so it's like it'll be a whole new experience for myself.
I'm just saying,
Oh.
I feel like it's going to feel old.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Does that, like if they remade Mario 64, it would still feel old unless they change the camera or something. I just feel like make new stuff. Stop ripping people off. Because that's
true.
basically what they do with the remasters. They
Oh yeah,
just-
especially if it comes out for $60, it's like no, I'm not gonna buy it for $60.
I don't think they would do for Spyro.
I hope not.
The way they try to get away with it is, oh, we'll give you 3 games.
Yeah,
Like Crash Bandicoot, I believe, is 3 games, right?
yeah. But I didn't buy it for the PS4. I'm actually gonna buy it for the Switch because it's gonna be $40.
It's coming out for the Switch
Yeah,
too.
it's gonna be $40 for the Switch.
Oh, cool.
So I'm kind of glad I held off on that, and I would much rather have it on the Switch.
And that's just a direct remaster, right? It's the
Yeah.
same. See, you don't think that's gonna feel old? You're running towards the screen collecting apples. Or I assume that they look like apples.
They are apples. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I've been playing the same Mario game for years and years, which is Super Mario World. Super Mario 3.
Yeah, but you played that growing up, so when you play it now, you're like, oh my god, I feel like I'm a kid.
Yeah, I've played
But
Crash
you're not
Bandicoot.
going to have that nostalgia when you play Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, I played Crash Bandicoot
Oh,
before.
did
Yeah,
you?
I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot as well. So that's something like I would like to have this game. At the same time, I've never beaten Crash Bandicoot 3, which is the Warped, which was my favorite one, but I could never beat it.
Because you weren't good enough, or you just
I just didn't have it. I had to
end?
keep borrowing it from my cousin.
And he just said no.
Like I would borrow it, but then he would want it back because he wants to play it.
Oh.
And then I have to keep borrowing, and I have to be like little levels. And then I didn't have a memory card back then, so it's like every time I would have to start all over again.
What the hell?
So yeah, it's kind of annoying back then. I'm glad that there's autosaves now in
Yeah,
the system.
and you don't need memory cards.
Yeah, that's a thing of the past now.
Yeah. Thank God.
But also, I told you guys to watch that one short called Infinity Train.
Which, holy shit, was
what,
awesome.
What do you guys think about that?
I did not think I was going to like it, and I loved it. And it reminded me of Rick and Morty.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those shows where anything can happen. Like, it's its own reality. And in Rick and Morty, anything can happen. They're in a universe, they're scientists, and this kind of has that similar vibe.
Yeah.
And in fact, the main character reminded me of a more powerful April from Rick and Morty. Yeah.
You know the girl that voices what's her name?
Or Summer. Is her name Summer or April?
Summer.
Summer.
I'm like, who's April?
Summer. Yeah.
First,
I knew it was something.
I was
month
thinking
or season.
April from Parks and Rec. But
I was thinking April from Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
there's so many
I
Aprils,
said
guys.
from Rick and Morty though, so you guys should have known.
Yeah, but when you said April, I thought you were going in a different tangent.
Might I repeat, I'm very hungover. I'm not going to catch those mistakes.
Forgive him.
Yeah, what's your excuse, Kev?
Having a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vibe ever since C2E2.
Yeah. Kevin sacrificed his shin for C2E2.
Oh yeah.
I heard.
Just want to give a quick shout out to that one because I literally put hot glue on his leg because his cosplay was not ready in time.
Oh yeah. It was all for Kayla.
Wait, so you glued something to your leg for?
No, I
He's
glued
wearing a-
something to the suit I was wearing, but the glue seeped through the suit and onto my leg. So throughout the whole day, it was hurting.
Because, let's remind you, you were playing Xenoblade too much to actually finish your costume.
That's true. Because Xenoblade is the shit.
Worth it?
It's worth it.
Good.
A lot of waifus.
Waifus?
Yeah.
I've heard that before. I don't know what it means.
It's just Japanese for wife.
No, that's not what it is actually.
What is it?
It's a term used for having an attraction to a fictional character.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Anime's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
But it's great.
You're lucky anime didn't get you when you were young.
I guess.
Got his hooks on me now.
I don't get the appeal of anime, dude. It's just so boring.
I don't know. I just use the term as hilarious because I think it's funny.
Some of it's great.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I can't judge.
Very strange.
I mean, is Dragon Ball Z anime? No, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's an anime.
Never seen it. I haven't. But that's something like
you say that with such denial.
Well, it's something I wanted to see, and then I looked. I was like, "Oh wow, 150 something episodes. Fuck that."
Oh, that's not even going back to Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is the sequel series.
Yeah, now there's Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if it was like 90 episodes, I'd be like, no.
Did you watch Sailor Moon?
No.
Okay, well that's also an anime.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Well, no, because like.
Did you watch this one other thing that I can almost guarantee?
I watched Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's an anime.
That's an anime.
Yeah, the cards were fun.
Pokemon's also an anime.
Good job, Daniel.
Well, I'm just saying because
so turns out I'm a secret anime fan, I guess.
Well, no, because like the first rendition of Sailor Moon came out on Channel 7, and it was like heavily censored, and that's the first time I ever watched it. Like, was it from Deke Entertainment? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure a majority of people have watched it because it was on Saturday morning cartoons.
I'll just give a shout out to Deke having the best production company name.
Pokemon. I mean, Digimon.
Digimon.
Dude, I was waiting to say it too. I was waiting for you guys to stop so I could say it. And I said Pokemon.
The other lesser Pokemon.
I'll say this: Pokemon has the greater games, but Digimon has the better show.
Sure.
It had the better cards too.
I've never played Digimon.
I remember
cards.
one card I had. I forgot what it was called, but
you remember the card.
I think it made my childhood. No, I remember what it looked like. It was shiny, and it looked like a robot, and I was like, dude, this is badass. I know it was like one of the strong guys too.
Was it? Shit, what was his name?
I don't know why you're asking me.
Whatever
I'm
you
trying to
say,
remember
it's gonna
his
be
name.
Yep, it was him.
Okay.
If he was the greatest, yep.
Yeah, it was the greatest.
Yep, I had that card,
Yep.
dude. I had it.
Tell me about it. Wargreymon?
No,
Oh
what's
my
the
god,
one?
it
What's
was
the one?
something like that.
What's the one before War Greymon?
No, it was the one after. It was whatever's better than that.
Whatever's better.
It was not the pre-evolved.
We're gonna
version.
find this out. No, we're taking time away from the rest of the topics. We're gonna discover this right now.
Dude, I might still have that card. It's probably worth like $1,000.
You'd
I
be
think you're
surprised.
vastly overestimating how
A lot of people.
popular Digimon.
A lot of people think their holographic Charizard is worth a lot of money, but they don't do research into it, into why some Charizard cards are more expensive. And I always
like
tell,
first editions.
yeah, I always tell them like, is it a first edition? They're like, it has to be, and I'm like, okay, does it say first edition on the card? They're like, no. Okay, already it's not that expensive. And then I tell them, okay,
What's expensive?
there's one Charizard card that's going up for like $500.
What's the non-first edition?
Non-first edition, you get it like 15.
$15.
Yeah, if it's holographic. If it's not holographic, it's like $5.
They have not holographic Charizards.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It was during a re-release back in the day, so like everyone can get one, but like yeah.
All
But,
these
like,
re-releases for money.
But like if you do have a Charizard card, if you want to know it's worth a lot of money, you gotta check if it has a first edition, and if it does, all right, you already have like over $20 easily. And then you gotta check the serial numbers, and then I think there's a certain numbers that will give you like boost it up to $100. And then you gotta check on the bottom left corner if there's a star. If there's a star, then you're looking at like $300.
This concludes Geeknight's tips and tricks.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like if you want to claim that you have a lot of money with your Pokemon cards, do your research.
Wait, is
How
that
the
the,
fuck
is that
did
the
we
most?
get on this
Oh no,
topic,
no,
by
the
the
most
way?
expensive is like $50,000 for the Illustrator card or something like that.
Oh yeah, the most expensive card is this Pikachu card that a fan drew at a convention, and then he got made into a card because he won this Pokemon tournament.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's a Pikachu Illustrator card. That's the most expensive.
Oh,
Pokemon
that's
card.
the one.
That's the
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. And then the other more expensive ones for new Pokemon cards is the one that have the full body art, and that varies between like from Mew to like the newer Pokemon.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like the whole card is just artwork.
Yeah, that's
so,
how it should have been. That's so cool.
So that's my trivia on Pokemon cards and finding out if they're expensive or not.
There's also Google too.
That's what I'm saying. Like people can. That's how I learned myself. I just Googled like, how can I tell if my Pokemon cards are worth money?
Guys, can we just shout out the real hero here, and that's Bing. Just Bing it.
Bing it.
Bing.
Just
Who the
Bing.
hell uses Bing?
I don't think Bing uses Bing.
That's the one thing that pissed me off with the Amazing
Bing
Spider-Man.
uses Google.
Bing uses Google. Let's not fucking around.
But that's the one thing that kind of pissed me off in the Amazing Spider-Man is when he used Bing, and I was like, first of all, Peter Parker's a genius, so he wouldn't use Bing.
Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah, they in the movie they like explicitly show him going to Bing and typing in Bing, searching up how to get his like.
I bet you they got paid for that though.
Yeah, they probably did.
Well, yeah, they definitely sponsored it, but
Yeah,
still.
because who would go out of their way to use Bing in the show?
I mean, it was like when Bing
We
was
never
starting
finished
up.
talking about Infinity Train, by the way.
All right, let's go back to Infinity
We
Train.
literally
We're
got
super
sidetracked
good at talking.
so
guys.
hard.
Super good at talking.
Well, let's get back to Infinity Train then.
Fucking Dan and
You said it was like Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
but did
It reminded me of Rick and Morty.
Okay.
It was funny. It was cartoony, and anything could happen.
Oh, cartoon
and
is
it was
cartoony.
like science. Not even cartoon. I meant like it looked the same, like drawing wise.
like the art style was
Same
similar?
art.
Yes, that word.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looked like sciencey, and anything could happen, and it was good, like Rick and Morty.
I think for me, what I enjoyed the most about it though was the whole mystery appeal. Like I kind of want to find out how she got on this train, and why every train card is different, and also what the number means on her hand.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, there's going to be a link in the description for that trailer. I'm not going to do it. Kevin's going to do it.
Yeah, I run.
But it
this
will
shit
be
here.
there.
It will be in the description, guys. Don't worry if you guys want to watch the short. For
It's like
Infinity
10
Train.
minutes. Yeah, I thought it was a trailer.
No, it's just it's an actual short. Like they watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I thought it was a 3-minute trailer, and it was like a mini episode. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Brian?
I don't think that I was.
Oh, they were gonna say something about Infinity Train. That's why.
Oh, it was real good.
That's it.
I pretty much it. I really didn't. I don't have much more to expound on that.
Yeah, I mean, if the series comes out, I would probably...
Yeah, the series coming out. The one thing that I guess was troubled me is like it took them 2 years for them to pick this up because this debuted in 2016, and I thought it was be like okay, people love this one the most out of all the other shorts that they showed, and I guess they were just wondering is like when are you gonna pick it up? When are you gonna pick it up? And I know usually for a cartoon is like when they do a pilot, right away you'll know if you have a series, but I don't know why it took so long. Especially now that they announced recent that it's gonna picked up for series, so and it's gonna premiere next year. So in animation it takes about 2 years for you to develop at least maybe half the episode order for a series. So that means they should have announced. If they announced this like earlier, I would have been maybe just. I mean, I'm still excited, but I just want to know why they waited this long. And
to make it good.
Probably to make it good, but my other guess is probably because Adventure Time is ending this year, so they want something to fill in that gap that's gonna be left behind from Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're gonna make this series, I guess, like their big flagship show.
And this is Cartoon Network? Right?
This Cartoon Network, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like they already lost one big flagship show, which was regular show, and that ended last year. And then this year they're gonna lose Adventure Time. So I guess they waited for these shows to come out, I guess, to fill in that gap.
Yeah, I mean, which is smarter. Why have a bunch of decent shows all at the same time?
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't see why it matters because their whole catalog. Or not even catalog, what's it called? Their whole scheduling of Cartoon Network is just all Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans
really?
Go. Teen Titans Go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my thing was they don't have enough time in a day to show all these shows. I didn't know it was all one show.
Yeah, they just show blocks of that show
Yeah,
for at
it's-
least 2-3 hours.
And
Yeah.
you guys
And it's terrible.
dislike this? Yeah?
Terrible.
Okay. I've never
It's
seen
bad.
it. I mean, I've seen, like, clips and stuff, and it looks bad.
Like, it lost its appeal after season 1. Like, at first it was like, oh, this is pretty funny, you know, kind of. But then it just kept going and going and going. And I get why they're making it because it's super cheap to animate.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't take I'm not saying it doesn't take a lot of effort. Obviously, the animators work very hard for it. But it's low quality.
I don't like it.
And yeah, I don't
What's
like it.
low quality? The animation?
Yeah, it's very easy.
Well, that doesn't make it bad.
I
South
guess.
Park is...
Well, yeah, but here it's like they try to I guess it's more aimed for what I call like the YouTube generation.
I was gonna say
The younger audience.
Yeah.
So you're saying Cartoon Network is made for kids?
Younger
That's
kids.
a revelation.
Younger kids than what it should be.
well, because they had some like like the actual original Teen Titans cartoon,
Yeah.
which was like it could be watched by older people as well, and it was like entertaining and had good story and stuff like that. This show just kind of feels like if Logan Paul was in charge of making a show, he's like, let's just make things stupid and wacky.
That's exactly how it is.
So it's good.
It's not good.
I know.
It's not good. Yeah, because the original Teen Titans show was great, and then at the same time, I feel like, are you calling like the younger kids stupid that you don't think that they can follow a story for 20 minutes?
I mean, yeah. That's where things are going. I mean,
is it? But I think
it started with Vine,
yeah,
and now the attention span of people is diminishing.
Yeah.
Snapchats are short, Instagram videos are short. If you watch a video online and it's 3 minutes, that's like an eternity now.
yeah.
And here we are asking people to listen to us for nearly an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, this is entertaining to our one listener. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Brian's mom.
Yeah, thanks, Claudia.
I hope dude, tell her to watch it.
No.
No,
She's just straight up not do that.
He's not gonna do
I'm gonna be yelled at for swearing.
You be yelled at for
not worth it.
Not worth
But
it.
yeah, I mean that's honestly where I see things going.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's
things
how
have
it
to
is.
be much shorter now.
Yeah, because if you look like Cartoon Network back in the day, they had the Justice League show, which had like 2-part episodes and stuff like that. And I guess I'm not trying to say that kids were smarter back then, but they could at least follow a story back then, as to opposed to now, where like a bunch of these cartoons have their episodes short cut to 11 minutes, and it's like 2 shorts per episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which makes it kind of hard to watch if you're trying to watch it for the story, because like Adventure Time, it has a good story, but like there's so many like random episodes that have nothing to do with the previous episode, and then you have to wait like 20 to 30 episodes in order for that story to follow up from the previous one.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch it like that, but it's like I guess it's how they're doing it.
It's like if an anime has filler episodes,
Yeah.
but there's no reason to have filler episodes for this show because it's not based on anything.
Oh, like Dragon Ball Z and
Yeah.
Sailor Moon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and all of those animes that
Yes.
Daniel grew up loving as a child.
Yeah, it's a big otaku.
What?
I said you're a big otaku.
Is that husband in,
Yes.
in anime?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Did you say is that husband in anime?
But I guess pressing further on Teen Titans though is that you've guys seen that cast. I mean, you've seen the cast. I've sent it to you. That cast photo for the live action series.
It looks like hot garbage. It looks like I could have made a better costume in a week than they chose to use for the show.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to go for like a weird grounded in reality type of thing because, you know, Starfire has orange skin and crazy long fake red hair. And so maybe they're trying to like keep it real, but I just think it looks super bad.
It looks like shit. Like it honestly looks like shit. I mean, I showed you the photo a few moments ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like crap.
And,
I mean, and you've never seen it, but you already can tell it looks like crap.
Yeah. It looks very poorly done.
Yeah. And this is...
Yeah, if
It looks like
they're gonna-
something Logan Paul would just throw together.
Yeah, exactly.
Although he would probably do it better. Because it looked like shit.
That was terrible. And a lot of people are just like, oh, you're only hating it because like Starfire was casted as black. And it's like, no. There's plenty of black cosplayers who have done a wonderful Starfire. This is more on like putting something together and like that kind of shits on your fans. Because Starfire straight up looks like a hooker. Like I can find her in an episode of Law and Order or Criminal Minds. Dead. That's exactly what it looks like.
She looks like a living dead hooker, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Like it looks like crap. The only one that's passable in that photo was Beast Boy.
Beast Boy looked acceptable.
I don't know who any of these people are.
You looking... I'll explain to you later.
All I know is all of them looked like shit.
What like the Beast Boy was passable mostly because like his costume looked accurate, the actor looks accurate. All you have to do now is just add the green skin.
It's not even accuracy. I mean, I don't know what these characters are supposed to look like. It just looks like garbage.
Yeah.
It was just low quality.
Which is crazy because like the first photo they released of Robin was fantastic. That looked amazing. It made me super hyped for the show, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna love it. And then they come out with this set photos. I'm just like, what happened? Like, what happened when you had this photo and what happened here? It's like crazy. And it's like it kind of sucks as a fan because like, you know, this is like a fandom that's been growing for years and they've always wanted something like this. And it seems like the studios are caring more about money than they are for their fans because like, why would you put something like this together? I'm just saying if someone at their house can put a better costume together than a huge TV show with a budget like that can do, then I don't know what you guys are doing wrong.
Yeah. It seems like you really care about costumes and things.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, I think for superhero movies, costume make half.
So this Robin picture that came out, was that like meant to be taken and posted because it looked?
Yeah,
like,
it looked like it was meant to be posted and everything.
Okay, because the pictures you showed me looks like someone was like snuck on set and like took pictures. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Obviously, the Robin one probably had like photoshopped effects and everything like that. But
so then maybe the show will look better.
Maybe, but the costume will still look better looking in that photo than it does look on the set photos. Like if you took here.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah. Obviously, his costume looks so much better than what it was on the set photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the show it'll look better on the show.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe it'll look better.
It's like watching a set and then seeing the explosions and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look as exciting.
No. But like when you're in it and it looks much better. Post production, all that shit.
Yeah.
So maybe you can't really judge.
Maybe
book by.
But I'm just saying, like I guess to like ease the fans, maybe they should release like post production photos for these characters.
When did this photo come out?
Just a couple days ago.
Oh, give them time.
I mean, I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing so far, it's bad.
If you're listening, you have 2 days, Teen Titan producers.
2 days to convince me. I gave you guys a good review on Justice League. How dare you?
Justice League?
I gave it a good review.
I enjoyed it more than people shit on it.
Yeah,
Which again leads to don't trust reviews.
Yeah, don't trust reviewers. Justice League was pretty great. I don't understand why people hated it. At the same time, I don't see the hype and love Black Panther is getting.
Damn, that. Oof.
I'm just saying.
You can't say that.
I'm gonna go there. I will go there. I'll be the one to do it.
Ooh, girlfriend.
So you think Justice League was better than Black Panther?
I'm not saying it was better. I'm just saying.
So you didn't like Black Panther?
I like Black Panther. I'm just saying there's double standards in grading both of these movies.
Justice League was subpar.
It was a good movie. Like, it wasn't great. It wasn't fantastic.
Yeah.
It could have definitely been a lot
This is like
better.
the pinnacle of DC
Yeah.
now. This is like the best they could do. And it was okay.
Well, the best they could do was Wonder Woman, and that was a movie.
No. Wonder Woman was amazing, but I'm saying like this is like Infinity War is Marvel's huge thing.
Yeah.
Justice League is DC's huge thing.
Yeah, this is
Like,
what should have been big.
I feel like I expected so much more from Justice League.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that much from Wonder Woman. And even if I did expect a lot from Wonder Woman, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But Justice League was garbage.
Well, here's the thing. The thing I'm saying, like, there's double standards is because, like, everyone was shitting on the CGI in Justice League. It's like, oh, it's terrible. It's awful. It's like it makes the movie really bad. I go watch Black Panther. There's a bunch of scenes there where, like, the CGI is just crap. Like, the rhinos, not really convincing. The whole scene where they're at the waterfall of the... I forget the name, but it's where the fight takes place at the waterfall. Like, where he goes on to the fight to be the king. I forget the name of the falls. People are going to hate me for that. But yeah, that whole scene, that looked fake as hell.
We hate you regardless, Kevin. Don't worry.
I didn't see Black Panther.
Okay. But for the people who did see it, I'm sure they know what I'm talking about. It's the scene with the huge fake-ass waterfall where, like, it's supposed... People are just like, oh, man, that's such a wonderful scene. It's like, no, it's not. It's like, stop trying to give this movie praise just because it has a minority cast.
Whoa, dude.
I'm just saying, they're just hyping. I think they're just trying to make Black Panther be this all grayed out movie because they want it to be that. They want a movie about a minority cast to be this great thing so they can, like, shove it into other people's faces.
I liked it as much as any other Marvel movie, which means it's good, but...
yeah, it was a good movie. It wasn't terrible. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could have been great. I'm just judging it... I'm judging it as a comic book fan.
More Martin Freeman.
Yeah. He was fantastic in that movie.
With an American accent, it's fucking weird, though. That bothered me the entire time.
See, I've never watched him in anything. Well, I guess The Hobbit. But I fell asleep during that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it didn't need to be 3 movies.
No, it definitely did not need to be 3 movies, but still, each one was good on its own. I liked them.
Wait, was it 3 or 4 movies?
It was 3.
3?
Yeah. And they were all good. Is that who you got? Are you talking about the main character?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying Black Panther as a whole.
Not British, right? No.
Martin Freeman's
Yeah, Martin Freeman's British. Yeah. The guy
So you are talking about?
Oh, then yeah.
He was in Black Panther.
Yeah.
playing an American agent.
Yeah, it's an American agent.
I like him. He was good in Fargo too.
I haven't seen Fargo.
Fargo season 1. Oh my
Never
god,
seen
watch it, dude.
No.
But what I'm saying is that like
It's so good.
Justice League and Black Panther are held like to two different.
It's
double
better.
standards.
It's better than Dragon Ball Z for sure.
Fargo.
100%.
100%.
Season 1. Season
I don't
2.
know, bro. I don't know.
Watch it, dude.
Dragon
Is
Ball Z
it-
goes over 9,000.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, does it go over 9,000?
Yeah, but they're in the millions now, right? For power level.
I have no clue.
Yeah. See, so you don't even know.
They stopped relying.
They stopped relying on
I
us.
hear rambling about they're in the millions now. So
Well,
9,000.
like they said in the show, power levels don't mean shit because like some people are able to hide how strong they are.
See, they don't do that in Fargo. So everything in Fargo means something.
Fargo, the greatest anime ever, just so you guys know. Right after Cory in the House.
Cory in the House?
So, look, if you haven't done that before, look up Cory in the House anime. You're gonna get a kick out of that.
I don't. No, I'm refusing to do that. I entirely refuse to do that.
Do it.
Alright, Dooku.
Dooku?
Oh no, Palpatine.
That's
Fucking hell.
Look up Blue Waffle. It's a good anime.
Oh yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
it's a great horror anime.
Oh, the
But
horror.
like back to what I was saying though, it's like Justice League is being held to a different standard than like Black Panther is. Like everyone's praising Black Panther, and it's like yeah, it definitely does deserve some praise. But like at the same time, I'm just like let's dial it back here. It's definitely not the best superhero movie. Everyone's giving it that title. Best superhero movie? No, it's not.
What?
Winter Soldier.
What?
Yeah, Winter Soldier is definitely the best Marvel movie.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, what are you guys talking
What are
about?
you talking about?
Dude, that movie was so good. I'm just a huge Chris Pratt fan.
Who isn't young?
Yeah, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I did not like Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Same.
I thought it was just more of the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just
They didn't like innovate off of it. They just kind of
Yeah.
cut and paste and did the same kind of a script.
Which kind of made it boring. I was like, what the hell? It's like, you guys could have done something great. Like, build off of it. But
If anything, Thor Ragnarok was a better follow-up to Guardians of the Galaxy than Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was.
Yeah,
Even
Thor
though
Ragn-
you hate it for its as Guardians of the Galaxy quality.
It is. That's exactly what it is. It's as Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know you say it every time.
I'm just saying, don't call it Thor Ragnarok if it's not going to be like that.
I liked it.
To me, it was more of a Thor parody than it was Thor Ragnarok.
I think once you accepted the fact that it wasn't going to be the traditional Thor's type of movie,
Well,
I started to enjoy it a lot more.
I enjoyed the movie. I just got pissed off that they marketed it differently. They marketed it as like some end of the world, super serious movie, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be good. And then they kind of shove Hela off to the side.
Yeah, I think they really did a hell of a disservice, but I think maybe they just needed to introduce her because if Hela is going to be the death in Infinity War, then they just kind of needed to show her so that you knew who she was going into it.
Yeah, give it more meaning when she dies. I haven't seen it, but
No. Well, Thor Ragnarok is obviously easily the most enjoyable Thor movies out of them all, but it was just too heavy on the humor, and I expected more kind of like...
too heavy on the humor.
Yeah, way too heavy on humor. Like, every scene was just trying to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Trying or succeeding?
Some succeeded, some tried.
Okay.
It's
Funny's good.
At first, it was a lot of trying just because
Yeah.
you're not used to seeing Thor so funny like that. But then once you kind of got used to it, then I think everything landed pretty well.
Okay.
There was a couple of misses here and there, but for the most part,
Yeah, I think they started doing this because of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it's what everyone's like, oh, it was
Well,
great.
from the beginning, they were funny.
They were funny, but-
Avengers was funny. Iron Man was the first,
Yeah.
you know, in that universe, and I wouldn't say it was, you know, funny, but it wasn't as serious as you would expect superhero movies to be.
Yeah, like, I understand that the early movies had humor, but I think it was after Guardians of the Galaxy were just like, oh, we need to be even more funny, because this is what people want. This is what people enjoy.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it for Guardians, but at the same time, I guess a lot more people enjoyed it because they didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy is, unless you've picked up a comic book. But I guess for, like, the...
So you didn't like Guardians?
I did like it. I liked it. because, you know, it was a different spin. It was totally different from the Guardians of the Galaxy teams that I've seen on comics. But I was like, I'll take it for what it is. You know,
You're
like,
such a purist. You need it to be like how it was and how you remember it.
But how are their costumes?
Exactly.
Let me ask that.
their costumes were good. No, I'm saying like I was okay with it because it's like, oh, like I'm not a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan, so it's like, what does it matter to me? Like, I'm a huge Aquaman fan, but I didn't throw a fit over Jason Momoa being casted as Aquaman. If anything, I was like encouraging. I was like, hell yeah.
And why wouldn't you want that?
Because Aquaman's blonde and white.
Yeah. He doesn't look Aryan enough.
Oh my god.
You had to go there.
I will always go there.
But yeah, like, I actually love Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he's fantastic. I think he's going to make the part badass. And he did make the part badass in Justice League. He was one of my favorite parts of the movie. Which makes me even more excited for his solo movie.
It's not going to be that good.
It's going to be great.
DC doesn't know what they're doing.
They're just...
I'm just saying, they need to hire someone to take control of all that. At the same time, though, it's because...
Should be you.
Hmm?
Should be you.
I don't know. Watch me fuck it up even more.
Yeah, you would definitely.
But the costumes would be the best.
Hey, costuming is an important part to the superhero movie.
My sister's like that too. She cares so much about what the costumes look like. You know, like Game of Thrones is so good because of the costumes, and she watches old time movies. Oh, now the costumes are like. You need to stop focusing so much on that and just take it for what it is at face value.
Well, that's probably why I enjoyed Spider-Man Homecoming a lot, because, like, his suit was, like, more to the classic.
What is up with you and the suits?
I'm just saying. It's what you're going to be looking at half the time.
That's why you enjoyed that movie?
No, that's not why I enjoyed it, but I think it's what made me enjoy it even more compared to the previous Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I guess so. Because in the first Spider-Man, the Green Goblin looks like a rejected Power Ranger.
He definitely does.
Whereas in Homecoming, Vulture looks super badass, but I wouldn't say accurate to the comics.
It's not accurate, but it was great. It was a great take on it.
See, I never read comics as a kid. I had Iron Man. Looked at the pictures a couple times. Iron Man looked like he did in the pictures I saw, so it was a good movie.
It was
It was a good movie.
So the costuming mattered to you?
No. not even a little.
But I don't know. For me, the costumes is a big part of it because
It's definitely a part of it.
I think it's a big part.
I
of
agree
it.
with that. I wouldn't say a big part of it.
Well, it's what's going to be on screen most of the time, so it's like.
Well,
I'd imagine all of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of what you have to nail. Because like otherwise you're gonna get something looking like Shaq did in Steel.
Okay, it can still look good and not look the same though.
Yeah,
I feel like to you it's like it has to look.
No,
like
it doesn't have to look the same. It can definitely look different. Like look at Batman's suit in Justice League. It's gray and black, which is not like
No.
Yeah, it's different and it's still good. I liked it. I like the fact that they went away from the all black look to something different.
That's fucked up, dog.
But yeah. And I guess we're gonna wrap it up here for today. I mean, this was a very random, jumbled episode.
Yeah, it was.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
We'll have timestamps of everything we talk about in the comment in the description.
There may be about 30 timestamps per topic because...
Yeah, we kind of jumped all over the place here. But hey, it's our first day.
No, it's not.
What?
It's our first day.
Are we basing this on Stan Lee's comics method?
Yeah.
Where every podcast is somebody's first podcast?
Yeah.
So, welcome to our very first podcast.
Exactly.
That we do every week now.
Exactly.
Cool, great.
But I guess also maybe next episode we'll talk a little bit about C2E2 experience, but I guess we also want to plug in what Brian ran into over at C2E2 real quick.
I just want to throw in a quick shout out to the entire team working with Fcking 40. Story about an artist named Ed who made a comic about the worst year of his life, and sadly before he could finish he passed away. And over 160 artists have actually taken his story and are drawing the rest of the book to finish it for him, largely influenced by his girlfriend Vanessa, who I met in C2E2, and she's amazing. Please follow them, give them some love at fckingforty.com. FCK, no U. So FCKINGFORTY.
It will all be in the description, so you don't have to remember all of that.
Good points. That's a link to their Kickstarter page. Set alerts for when it comes out, and please donate, help them out. It was a really great story, and they're really awesome people, and I just want to throw some love their way.
I'm definitely picking that up. When you told me that, I was like, holy crap, that sounds amazing.
And I saw some of the sample art, and it looks beautiful too, so I think you're really going to like it. And it's a great story about kind of their theme that they're going with is getting back on the horse.
Which I'm sure we can all relate to.
So, show them love. They're awesome people. That's it.
I'm also going to shout out someone else. I'm going to shout out my sister. She has an Instagram, which is Anexagoras.cosplay. That'll be in the description too. She does cosplay and all things nerdy.
Yeah, she does fantastic work.
If you like nerd stuff, follow her on Instagram.
Please do. Also, as you know me, Geeknight, I'm also on Instagram. Take a bunch of photos of toys. And also my YouTube channel. You can also find Daniel on Twitch if you guys ever want to follow him. Stream once in a while now.
I don't, but I will start, I promise.
Yeah, I've been like talking you up to people.
I know.
I was like, where is he? I don't see him on. It's making me look bad.
I got like 5 wins today. I played like 7 games.
Actually, a bunch of my cousins now play Fortnite because I told them about you. But yeah.
Great game.
It's not my kind of game. But anyways, that's all for today, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. And thanks for listening to Geeknight's Roundtable Podcast.
Welcome
to our very first.